good afternoon and welcome to Aberdeen Sports Village for live coverage of Session 3 of the Scottish Gas National Age Group Championships, brought to you exclusively by Scottish Swimming in partnership with Aberdeen City Council, the University of Aberdeen, Scottish Gas, Speedo and QTV Sports. I'm Jack McGill and I'll be hosting the first 3 days of this age group swimming competition, featuring over 840 competitors from 90 teams here in Scotland, down south in England and further afield, and we've seen some of them already over the course of this morning's and this afternoon's swimming. Joining me alongside in the commentary box again is Kerry Buchan. Good evening, Kerry. And delighted also to be joined by former City of Aberdeen swimmer Mark Campbell. Mark, good afternoon.
Hi there.
Nice and loud and clear. Tell us, we've spoken to Kerry a lot throughout the afternoon. Tell us what age group swimming championships means to you.
I think it's such a great meet. It's great to see it up here in Aberdeen as well. Obviously, me and Kerry have been swimming this meet for years and years, and such an enjoyable meet. I think it's good for these guys to get in and really race against each other. And it's just a fun meet.
I was asking Kerry earlier on to think back to age group championships that she'd taken part in and try and pluck out a couple of memories that's stuck in the mind. Do you have any yourself that stick out, that are particularly memorable?
I have one in particular. I remember when the first time I won the 100 breaststroke. I wasn't really expected to, but it was such a good meet, so much fun, just such a great atmosphere, and managed to do a huge PB. And
what was it about the build-up to that performance that
I think just
made the difference?
Just the way that your whole team gets behind you, because I'm not sure if it's because the older guys aren't so much on poolside, but the younger folk are really keen to just make a big noise and make a big impact and help their fellow swimmers get fast times. So good.
Well, certainly, Kerry's seen plenty of that this afternoon. Plenty of noise from poolside, and plenty of noise from poolside just now. We've got an announcement. I think we'll probably just avoid this announcement for the moment because the quality of the audio in the venue seems to be a little bit uneven. Yeah, Kerry, we saw plenty of support from poolside, banging of drums and blowing of the dreaded vuvuzelas.
Yeah, the very loud horns.
But it makes for, you can see there on the screen now, it makes for a fantastic atmosphere in what is a fantastic venue here in the northeast of Scotland.
Yeah, great venue, and it was really good to see the kids getting behind, even in the longer races in the 800, they were running up and down with the horns and the drums, like you said, and even coaches are dressing up for the occasion, so it's really good to see.
Yes, we've already identified Dundee's head coach, Steve Bunai, who's a character, it seems. Steve, if you're on Twitter, I know he has been on Twitter, get in touch. Tweet us a picture of yourself with the blue wig on and let everybody see you in your full glory. So we're just approaching the start of Session 3. It's the first final session, and let's take a look at what's coming up in this evening's session. Sorry for the slight delay there. The graphic there on your screen now, as you can see, we're starting with the 200 metres butterfly final for the girls, then the boys 200 metre breaststroke final, and then the 3 finals for the girls 100 metre freestyle to finish off the evening. So just turning to Mark and Kerry, you've been having a look at the start sheet. Kerry, obviously you got to watch the heats earlier on today. What finals in particular are you looking at?
For me, there's a lot of the young ones in the afternoon that were really impressive, especially in the 200 breaststroke, which is my favourite event. Cameron Muir went 2:24, which I thought was really good for a 15-year-old, so it'll be interesting to see if he can improve on that tonight. And then there's some other younger girls in the 200 fly with great technique, and hopefully with a good race they can go faster as well.
I should also say, of course, the freestyle finals continue. Then we have the backstroke after that for the boys before the 400 IM and the relays. So Mark, turning to you, have you picked out any particular races from this evening's session that you're looking forward to?
Again, breaststroke being my event is another one that I'm quite keen on. I know the older guys, because Chris Kerr's been disqualified, that leaves that one wide open to win. There's 3 guys entered there on 2:29, so that should be real close. And going on to the 100 back, 2 of my good friends and 2 members of the Scottish Commonwealth team are in racing the 100 back, Jack Ness and Andy McGovern, so hopefully it'll be good to see them from fast.
That's the blue chip race of the evening, isn't it? Jack Ness against Andy McGovern?
Well, actually, because Jack's a little younger, he's gone into the younger age group, but I'm sure they'll be keeping an eye on the times.
On each other's performances.
Definitely.
I'm sure they will too. Remember, you at home can also have your say in this evening's coverage. Wherever you are in the world, we're always delighted to hear from you, and if you want to get in contact, then the Twitter hashtag is Snags14. Snags14 is the Twitter hashtag, and you can see it on your screen there. Please do get in touch. Let us know who you're supporting this evening, and we'll read out the best of your comments. So the opening event of the evening is the girls 10 to 13 200 metres butterfly. Duncan McKinnell upstairs, and the venue will be your commentator throughout the evening with insights from Kerry and from Mark as the evening progresses.
So away we go with the first final of the evening session. The girls 10 to 12, 200 butterfly. And Kiana McInnes certainly would be the favourite here. She's some 6 seconds faster than anybody else in this afternoon's heat. So let's see what she can do this evening. 2:27.26 was her time from this afternoon. She improved, well, not quite as 2:26.13 she did in this pool a month ago at the North District Grand Prix. So let's see how she does tonight against that. Certainly it's Kiana looking very, very strong here. Much tighter for second place. Lane 6 is Amy Richardson, and she leads Taylor Finlayson and Holly White. They're the 2, 3 and 4, but the halfway point, 1:08.37, Kiana McInnes. So Kiana pushing on strongly here. And it's hard to look past her for the first gold medal of the evening. Amy Richardson of Best looking to join her on the podium, with Taylor Finlayson just holding third spot from Holly White at the moment. So at the moment going according to the form from the heats, and certainly Kiana McInnes then looking like it's going to be her first gold of the evening for Heart of Midlothian. It would be a big surprise now, I think, if she didn't go on to win it from here. So coming up towards half a length to go. And Kiana, this of course is her strongest event, the butterfly. Expect her to be featuring in the 100 later on this week as well, but the 200 definitely up her street. 10 meters to go, and this is a dominant performance to get us going this evening. So Kiana McInnes into the last few meters. She brings them in 2:26.02. Just away, 3/4 of a second away from the 12-year-old Scottish national record, but a great swim there. Second place goes to Amy Richardson, 2:34.13, and the bronze will go to Warrender's 2:38.55 for Taylor Finlayson.
So Kerry can just see on the replay there a really, as Duncan described it, dominant display there by Ciaran McInnes. Great technique through that entire race. She really held her shape all the way through the 200.
Yeah, watching her earlier, I said that I actually wrote that on the program. So yeah, again, great technique from her. Never seemed to lose her drop of stroke there. Really impressive. For that age to go a 2:26, so hopefully with a little bit more strength she'll go even faster at the next competition.
It's just waiting on final confirmation of that result. A chance to look at Kiana's finish there from a different angle. That obviously that graphic was a mistake. Shouldn't say Scottish hockey on it. It should say Scottish swimming on it, which is rather bizarre. But I'm sure we'll be able to fix that before the end of the next race. Obviously some discussion going on upstairs, Mark. Is this a nervous time for finalists?
It can be, but personally I quite like the nerves. I liked embracing them. It just made me swim fast. I love the feeling behind the blocks, and hopefully these guys are all the same.
So their confirmation of the result, which has just left your screens. McInnes first, Richardson second, Finlayson third, 2:26.02. We move on to, that was the 10 to 12s. We move on to the 13-year-olds now in the same distance, 200-meter butterfly, and back to Duncan.
So already Amy Hawke has picked up one gold medal, the 400 IM this afternoon, and she's looking to double that in the 200 butterfly, 2:26.09 her time this afternoon. 5 seconds faster than Freya Thompson and Jessica Damon, only 8/10 separating them. So it could be pretty close. So lane 5, Amy Hawke. Well, it's pretty close at the 50 turn. 32.43, 32.63, just 2/10 separating Amy and Freya. 33.66, Jessica Damon turning third. But Amy Hawke just edging that lead up a bit now, coming down the second length. But still only a metre or so. Third place now, I think Katie Taylor has moved up into third, and beside her, Kirsten Laurie, the two first swimmers, going well there. Third and fourth now, behind Hawke and Thompson. Halfway point then, Amy Hawke turns about a body length up now, 109.53, plays 110.23, so the lead up to 7/10. Thompson, I think, just struggling to hold on now, and she has to watch for the swimmer behind her. That is Katie Thompson. Jessica Damon and Kirsten Laurie at the moment contesting fourth place. And Amy Hawke leading them, approaching the 150 mark. And she is about 3-4 meters up now. So it's looking good for a second gold medal for the girl from Stockton. Turns for home, 147.68. Leads now by over 2 seconds. Thompson still in second. She's got 1.8 seconds in hand over Katie Taylor in third place. Jessica Damon not out of medal contention by any means. I think it is a battle for bronze here. Maybe they can close in on Freya Thompson, but Amy Hawke in the lead in lane 5. Now about 3 meters up. She is not going to be caught here. So we saw an excellent swim from Kiana McInnes in our first final. Amy Hawke is matching that into the last 5 meters. And gold medal number 2 goes to Amy Hawke of Borough Stockton, 2:25.83. Freya Thompson, a good silver medal and will be the national champion, 2:28.73 for her. Jessica Damon, a bronze medal for her. Good swim from her, just going past Katie Taylor down that last length to pick up the bronze in 2:30.66.
So, Mark, another dominant display. What a fabulous swim there from Amy Hawke. I don't know if you saw, I had the opportunity to see her in the heats earlier on, but an impressive young lady.
Yeah, that was a great swim. I mean, right from the start, she built her lead, and off the 100 turn, there was just no one ever going to catch her. So, really good swim from her. Nice improvement on her heat time.
So, time for some presentations. The format of this evening's session will be 3 races, followed by 2 presentations, and then 2 races followed by a further 3 presentations. So, the third event of the evening is the girls' 200-meter butterfly. And we'll go to our venue announcer to introduce the swimmers.
In lane 2, representing Hong Kong Island, Ali Bazarian. In lane 3, representing Northampton, Sarah Branch. In lane 4, representing South Lanark, Nikki Miller. In lane 5, representing Dumfries, Eve White. In lane 6, representing Best, Kirsty Armstrong. In lane 7, representing South Lanarkshire, Bethany Brodie. In lane 8, representing Elgin, Sophia Green. In lane 9, representing South Lanarkshire, Megan Smith. And in lane 10, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Ailey Grant. Swimmers, you are now under the control of the referee.
So this one should be a much closer affair than the first 2 finals. Just 2/10 separating Eve White and Kirsty Armstrong in this morning's heat. 2:21.44 for Eve, 2:21.64 for Kirsty. It should be a battle between these two. They were about 7.5 seconds faster than the next best. And it is the 2 in the yellow lanes, I think, are going to be first and second, although a good start in lane 2 from Ali Bazarian. In fact, she's in 3rd place, just behind Eve White and Kirsty Armstrong. So maybe she was holding back in the heats this morning and has got a wee surprise in store for the Scots swimmers. But it is the Dumfries girl, Eve White, the fastest qualifier, who's just got the edge now. New development squad member, ASA age group finalist last summer, and she has got about a metre, maybe a metre and a half now on Kirsty Armstrong, the youth squad member from Best, based in Kelso in the East Borders. 1:05.83 then against 1:06.64. Nikki Miller now in 3rd place as Bazarian just fading back now. So it's Miller in 3rd place ahead of lane 8 Sophia Green and lane 7 Bethany Brodie, but quite away in front of them now. It's White and Armstrong, and maybe Kirsty Armstrong just starting to claw Eve White's lead back again. Kirsty Armstrong, certainly a strong prospect here. Was national age group champion last year. Let's just check the gap between them. It is down to half a second now with 50 to go. So we're on for a grandstand finish here. Eve White in the white cap in lane 5 takes on Kirsty Armstrong of Best in the dark cap in lane 6, and there's not much to choose between them. Eve White, though, looks to be holding her advantage with less than half a length to go now. There's about a metre in it still, maybe a metre and a half as Eve White starting to stretch it. It's a South Lanarkshire battle for third place now. Lane 4, Nikki Miller has it, but it's going to be a Dumfries win here. Eve White takes her first gold of the championships in 2:20.14. Good racing from both those first two girls. 2:21.57 for Kirsty Armstrong, and Nikki Miller picks up the bronze medal in 2:28.48.
So we just await the final result and a chance to look at the end of that race again. Mark, your thoughts on that?
Both really powerful girls, but Eve just had a wee bit more down that last length. I kind of thought Kirsty was going to get her. She seemed to be coming strong in that third 50, but Eve managed to hold on, pulled away from her again in that last length.
Yeah, in the end, actually quite a comfortable margin of victory we just see there on the screen in front of us.
But both good swims again, powerful strokes, really powerful for 14-year-old girls, so good.
So a good win there for Eve. And now we do have the presentations after 3 races. We'll have the presentations for the first 2 finals of the evening.
Welcome the medalists for the girls 10 to 12 200-meter butterfly. The presentation will be made by Roy Wilson. In bronze medal place, representing Warrender, Taylor Finlayson. In silver medal place, representing Best, Amy Richardson. And the Scottish Gas Age Group Champion, representing Heart of Midlothian, Kiana McInnes.
Floating in the harbour, watch the night, shining stars and sweeping the coast.
Thank you, girls. Please now welcome the medalists for the girls, aged 13-year-old 200 metres butterfly. In bronze medal place, representing Warrender, Jessica Damon.
I'm on the seafloor. I am the mammal you adore.
In silver medal, representing Perth City, Freya Thompson. And the Scottish Gas Age Group Champion, representing Borough of Stockton, Amy Hawke. The Scottish National Age Group Champion is Freya Thompson, representing Perth City. Thank you very much, swimmers.
So there we have the presentations for the first 2 races of this evening, the 10 to 12 girls 200 meter butterfly and the 13-year-olds 200 meter butterfly. Both fantastic performances by Amy Hawke and Kiana McInnes. We move on now to the girls 15 and 16-year-old 200 meter butterfly. And Mark, some slightly more recognisable names in this one.
Yeah, definitely. Lane 2 and 3, City of Aberdeen showdown. Jess and Ailey. Let's see who can get the win. they're always really competitive in training as well, Ailey especially, so she'll be gunning for Jess, trying to beat her.
So the swimmers out, and we'll let them take their introductions from poolside commentary.
In lane 2, representing City of Aberdeen, Jessica Thompson. In lane 3, representing City of Aberdeen, Ailey Duffy. In lane 4, representing Hong Kong Island, Charlotte Kiki Anderson. In lane 5, representing Carnegie, Tane Bruce. In lane 6, representing Warrender, Katie Stark. In lane 7, representing South Lanarkshire, Meg Finnan. In lane 8, representing First, Gemma Brown. In lane 9, representing Warrender, Hannah Durick. In lane 10, representing Carnegie, Claire Maloney. Swimmers, you are now under the control of the referee.
Fastest qualifier in this one, Tane Bruce, 2:16.12 in this morning's heats. About 3 seconds faster than Warrender's Katie Stark, 2:19 for her. Charlotte Kiki Anderson, 2:20. So they were the fastest three in this morning's heats. Tane Bruce down as a 16-year-old in the program, and actually only 15 at the moment. Her birthday coming up in a few days' time during these championships. So let's see whether she can get an early birthday present here. Coming down the second length, it was Katie Stark who got the touch at the 50. Of course, very much a sprinter, Katie, so I guess no surprise that she's off fast here. Increasingly strong at the butterfly, as previously mainly known as a freestyler, but showing that she's very skilled at the butterfly, and she is sticking here right beside Tane Bruce as they come to the 100 meters, not far behind them, Charlotte Kiki Anderson. So she is about a second off the nearest two, but look at that turn from Tane Bruce, and all of a sudden she is 1.5 meters up from that turn. Katie Stark has got it all to do now to try and close that up. Charlotte Kiki Anderson in third place. Can she claw back the advantage Katie Stark has got over her to move up the podium? But it's looking like Tane Bruce in this third length has taken control of this race. So we thought she might move ahead. She had a 3-second advantage in the heats, and it's looking like something like that now. It's the best part of 2.5 seconds for Tane Bruce as she comes down the final length. It's getting close now for second place with Charlotte Kiki Anderson really putting the pressure on Katie Stark. Fourth place is Meg Finnan, but she's not going to catch the two in front of her. There's a battle on for silver behind Tane Bruce, who's got 10 meters to go now. Tane Bruce is looking good here. Now the junior record stands at 2 minutes 14.39. Not anymore. A new Scottish junior record for Tane Bruce of Carnegie, 2:12.92. What a battle for silver, but it's held by Katie Stark, 2:18.31. And the first medal goes to Hong Kong Island. The bronze medal, 2:19.61 for Charlotte Kiki Anderson.
What a race from Tane Bruce. Kerry Buchan smashing the Scottish junior record by almost 2 seconds, and her own PB, of course, as well. What can you say about that?
Really, really impressive. I mean, at 100, it was pretty close with her and Katie Stark, but Tane's underwater off every wall is really impressive, and that's why she was just so far in front of everyone there. great skills.
The turn at the 100 at the halfway mark was just sensational.
Yeah, I mean, she just pulled away from Katie Stark just on that turn alone, and then she did it again on the last turn. That's really difficult to do on any race, especially a 200 butterfly, so really good for her to do that.
So fantastic effort there by Tane Bruce, pulling away from Katie Stark in emphatic fashion. She should be rightly proud of that effort. Let's just take a look again at that finish. You can see the technique here as she comes into the wall at the end.
Head down.
Head down, hits it perfectly. Fantastic. And look at the margin of victory there. Just streaking away from Katie Stark in second place.
Great swim.
Great swim from Tane Bruce. Still one heat to go. This is the 17 and over, but maybe rather perversely, of course, in the minds of the novice, this final likely to be slower than the one we've just seen.
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, Gillian Clark is still a really good 200 flyer, but I don't think she can really get anywhere near to that time that Tane's just swam.
So they're under starters' orders, and we'll return you to the care of Duncan McKinnell.
Rebecca Smith with another second and a half to he is Gillian Clark, who
So just experiencing a technical problem with Duncan's feed from upstairs, but as you can see at the halfway point, Gillian Clark with a substantial lead, Kerry.
Yeah, Gillian's got a really good stroke as you can see, and really powerful girl as well. So she's got a substantial lead over, I think, is it
Rebecca Smith in second, with Ashley McAdam turning in third. Third place really at the moment, the only race to be won, because Gillian Clark is miles out in front as she approaches the 150.
Yeah, she just got to hold her stroke now on the last 50, and hopefully she can get dip under that 220 that she did earlier this morning. Stroke's still looking good though, so hopefully she can just keep those legs going into the wall.
So let's take a look at the race for second and third.
Still Rebecca Smith from Wander, using her legs a bit more now, so catching Jill a little bit.
So pushing into the wall now, Gillian Clark, 2:12, 2:13, should improve on this morning's time. She does, finishes 2:17.25. Rebecca Smith coming in second, 2:20.79. And Ashley McAdam taking third, 2:22.8.
That's a pretty good time there for Gillian Clark, I think. It must be pretty close to her best time, if not a best time.
So a possible PB for Gillian Clark. She looks very pleased.
Yeah, she does. She also looks exhausted.
Yes, big effort there from Jill. So that concludes the girls' butterfly. And we'll be taking a short break again for more presentations from the last three races before moving on to the 200 metres breaststroke. Confirmation of that result for you. Gillian Clark, 2:17.25. Rebecca Smith, 2:27.9. And Ashley McAdam, 2:22.8.
Yeah, that was a 2-second PB there by Gillian Clark, so that's a really good swim for her. And I think Rebecca Smith as well. Yeah, or just on her. Is it?
So now time for the presentations, and we'll hand back to our venue commentators and announcers. So I'm afraid we haven't managed to re-establish contact with upstairs just yet, but we're hoping to correct that as quickly as possible. There you can see Eve White just picking up her gold medal in the 14-year-old category. And there, a splendid shot of this facility up in Aberdeen, and Mark, I'll come back to you in a second just after this presentation for your thoughts on the new Aberdeen Sports Village, which has certainly impressed me in the time I've been here. So the bronze medal goes to Charlotte Kiki Anderson. Katie Stark picks up her silver medal. The increasingly impressive Scottish Gas National Age Group champion is Tane Bruce with a new Scottish junior record. And a big smile there from Tane, Mark, and she's right to be very pleased with that performance. It's one to remember.
Delighted. You could see as soon as she hit the wall there was a lot of emotion in her face. Her whole team went mental. Just to kind of sum up this age group championships, it really is a good meet, and the fans are loving it.
And a pose for the camera as well. She's she been getting media training yet? Is she still too young for that?
Maybe too young, but definitely
she's
not.
Been working on it.
she's definitely good enough to warrant doing the training, but I don't know.
What was your impression of her, just as a swimmer generally? I mean, you follow Scottish swimming. Obviously, she's been progressing quite well for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her on national squads and things, and she seems to do everything right when she's in training. I know she's quite friendly with some of the girls in City of Aberdeen, and they all say she's a hard worker, so it's good to see that work's paying off, and obviously getting good results.
And the final presentation to Gillian Clark, also swimming a very good time. Gillian picks up the gold medal in the 17 and over category.
Yeah, another good fly swimmer coming out of East Lothian, so good to see that they're doing a good job down there.
Is it something in the air?
Might
or the
be,
water, maybe? More to the point.
Our teammate Raquel's more of a sprinter. She doesn't really go for the 200, but good to see that Jill's stepping up in the 200 and winning that.
So end of the presentations, and we await the start of the 200 metres breast for the boys. And we'll be starting, of course, with the youngest and making our way through to the oldest category in that. 2 finals, 13s and 14s.
Good to see me and Kerry both being breaststrokers. Obviously, Kerry more of a specialist over the 200, so her event coming up, hopefully she'll offer us some insight into this race.
I think it's probably as much a chance for Kerry to spot a star of the future as it is for us. Would you not agree?
Yeah, definitely. Do love a 200 breaststroke.
Well, go on. Sorry.
I'm saying hopefully some of the boys will be able to go faster than my time.
Well, let's see who will be competing in this first final, the 13-year-olds.
First. And that's the boys in for the first final in the 11 to 13. In lane 1 we have Angus Nicol, lane 2 Daniel Ferguson, lane 3 Fraser Allison, lane 4 Greg Rowie, lane 5 Thomas Balfour, lane 6 Archie Goodburn, lane 7 Callum Barnes, lane 8 James Cross, lane 9 George Crawford, and lane 10 is Aaron Essen.
We got someone going out pretty hard here. Not sure who that is.
I think that's maybe Archie Goodburn of Warrender, is it, Mark?
Yeah, it looks like it. Going out really hard. Might pay for that in the back end of a 200 breaststroke. I know the feeling pretty well.
Yeah, don't want to go out too fast in a 200 breaststroke. You want to try and pace it evenly. But coming alongside Archie, looks like it's Thomas Balfour from North Lanark. Got a little bit of a longer stroke, so yeah, really long, nice stroke. So hopefully he can keep that up for the next 150.
That looks really smooth from Thomas. I think that's going to put him in a real good place for the second half of this race. I don't think he's going to be caught.
Turning in a 1:15 for Thomas, and Goodburn just behind him in a 1:16. So hopefully these boys can just push on this third 50 and see what they can do.
He's going to be in a really good place to hit their times for the morning here. I expect them to go a wee bit quicker off the 1:15.
Yeah, if they can keep this up, they'll be going quicker than they went this morning.
Looks like Callum Barnes is just about winning the race for third. A wee bit of a character. We'll see if he can keep going down this last led.
Yeah. It's still Archie Goodburn. No, sorry, Thomas Balfour in the front for North Lanark.
Stroke starting to shorten a wee bit. Hopefully he can keep his head and keep it long there this last length. His arms must be burning.
Yeah. Still Archie Goodburn in second, and I think there's a battle going on for third at the minute.
Callum Barnes seems to be at the front of that, but can't really tell.
On the near
but yeah,
side.
definitely
Looks
Thomas.
But at the front,
Definitely Thomas.
it is
Thomas is
Thomas
pulling away
Balfour.
now
He
in
is
the
about
last
3 metres up
20.
on Archie Goodburn. Goodburn.
Stroke rate's picked up. It's a really excellent
See what
paced
time
swim.
we can go here.
.238 there
And
from Thomas.
Callum
3
Barnes
seconds quicker than this morning.
2:42.
So it's a really good swim. You can see he's absolutely delighted with that. Punching
A little
there.
yeah, fist pump as well. That's great to see. that was a really good swim from Thomas. Didn't go out too fast and came back really well in the last 50.
Big tall guy for 13. Good to see. A big tall guy doing the breaststroke. Sometimes it's more the shorter guys, but it's good to see.
Thanks very much to both of you for that. I'm delighted to say we have re-established contact with the venue announcer and commentator upstairs. Duncan McKinnell was getting so excited with some of the racing that I think he might have blown blown something, but we've juggled things around and very much delighted to have Duncan back in action. So the second of these men's, or boys I should say, 200 metre breaststroke finals, and let's find out who'll be racing.
Tuesday, Michael Alcorn. In lane 2, representing City of Aberdeen, Finn Davidson. In lane 3, representing North Lanarkshire, William Balfour. In lane 4, representing Tigers jersey, Nathan Corrigan. In lane 5, representing Warrender, George Clough. In lane 6, representing Perth City, Jacob Marchbank. In lane 7, representing Wokingham, Connor Joyce. In lane 8, representing City of Aberdeen, Finlay Deans. In lane 9, representing Kilmarnock, Ewan Leslie. And in lane 10, representing Highland, Douglas Ross. Swimmers, you are now under the control of the referee.
George Clough looked really strong in this afternoon's heat. 2:32.52, just about 4 seconds faster than anybody else. Based on this afternoon's evidence, it should be pretty close for second. Jacob Marchbank and Nathan Corrigan both on 2:36. See if anybody else can pull out something. Certainly not too much in it going down the first lane. Clough does have the advantage in lane 5. He is going to be first to the turn. 33.62. Behind it, really close. Marchbank second. Finlay Deans in third, just a 10th behind him, and then 100th to Connor Joyce. Michael Alcorn on the near side, also right in the mix, among with a number of others. But it is George Clough, the Youth Development Squad member, who's got the advantage here. So he's about 2.5 meters up now. Close for second. Lane 8 going really nicely. Finlay Deans of City of Aberdeen. But I think Jacob Marchbank does just have second still. No doubt about who's got first though. Clough going through halfway, 1:11.39. So a pretty healthy advantage for him of about 3.5 seconds from him to Marchbank. Lane 4, Nathan Corrigan is coming into the frame now for the medals. Joyce and Dean side by side in lane 7 and 8, just behind them. And also pretty close, William Balfour in 3. But George Clough is moving clear. He's got about 4 meters of an advantage as they come to the 150. Turns 151.19. Check his advantage, it's 3 seconds or so. Marchbank second. Joyce and Deans tied at the 150, both on 155.33. And right there as well with them is Nathan Corrigan, also on 155. So all to play for the minor medals, but behind George Clough, he's not going to be caught, I don't think. It is Jacob Marchbank, so the red of Warrender leading the red of Perth. Who's going to get third? Still between Connor Joyce and Finlay Deans. Clough takes it 2:31.39, improves by over a second on his heat time. Marchbank second, and it is the Workington swimmer Connor Joyce who takes third place, 2:34.85.
So Mark, really good racing there from George Clough. He set the fastest time by about 4 seconds earlier on in the day during the heats, and that time there of 2:31.39 goes better still, and he's still a clear 2.5 seconds ahead of second place.
Yeah, really good stroke as well. High over the water. I would say he's been watching some videos of Chris Gilchrist, his coach, so it's good to see Chris having some impact. It's really high, long stroke, so good for a 200, improving in that heat swim again. Good swim.
Let's just take a look at the finish again. You can see that stroke there as you were describing, Mark. Really good finish, good strong finish.
You see it here, he's coming up high and really driving forward. Just right into the wall, spots it good. Decent swim out in lane 8 from Finlay Deans, old teammate. Going a couple seconds quicker than he did this morning, so I know he's a bit disappointed this morning, so he'll be happy with that.
So we're on to the next event, the 8th race of this evening's finals. It's the boys 15 and over 200 metre breaststroke.
Cameron Muir here set a really strong 2:24 in the morning. Let's see if he can improve on that. Do another really impressive swim.
Yes, Kerry, this was the race you were talking about earlier on, in particular highlight from this morning's racing for you.
Yeah, definitely. I just think that's a really impressive time for a 15-year-old, and with his South Ayrshire teammate next to him, I think they'll push each other on and go even faster.
Well, we shall see. Cameron Moore and Josh Mitchell in the middle of your screen in lanes 5 and 6. And we'll hand back over to Duncan for commentary.
So Cameron Muir and Josh Mitchell will be looking for a 1-2 here. Let's see if they can do that. 2:24.79 was Cameron Muir's heat time. Josh Mitchell 2:30.81. So approaching the turn, and it is Muir who leads from Samuel Jones in second place, and Cameron Broadfoot in third. So all around the pool. Adam Poole fourth, Josh Mitchell fifth. So very, very tight behind Cameron Muir. Just a second separating the top 5 at the 50. I think it'll be fairly similar at the 100. Muir in the blue South Ayrshire cap. Adam Poole now moving up into second place, the Warrington swimmer. So 1:12.05, 1:12.64. Cameron Broadfoot holding on to third place over in lane 9, the Warrender swimmer. Coming under pressure maybe now from Josh Mitchell. So Cameron Muir starting to impose himself on this one. New development squad member, Scottish Schools champion. So 50 to go. It's looking like a battle of the yellow caps for second place. Adam Poole of Warrington against Josh Mitchell, looking to make it a South Ayrshire 1-2. I don't think any of the other swimmers will get to them now, so that's where the battle is, because Cameron Muir is about 7 metres up now. It's looking like Josh Mitchell just edging into second now. Can Adam Poole respond? But here is Cameron Muir. What a swim from him into the last few metres. absolutely dominant, comes in 2:24.85, matches his heat time. Second place is going to be Josh Mitchell, so South Ayrshire really on the map with this one. He comes in 2:31.46, and Adam Poole improves by 2.5 seconds from heats to finals. He takes bronze, 2:32.46.
Mark, great race there from Cameron Muir, and you were saying just at the turn at 100 that you felt he'd gone out too slowly. He was 1:12 split at the turn, but he's swum 1:12 there. It's quite a phenomenal race.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable to be able to do that in a 200 breaststroke. It's slightly slower than this morning, but to swim it like that is so impressive to be able to hold on to that so well in the second 100.
You really noticed a step up in pace in the second 100. You noticed him working harder, but he didn't seem to break his rhythm at all. He seemed quite in control of his own race there. Just
picked the stroke rate up a little bit and didn't really snatch at the water. It was a nice clean swim. No waste in his stroke really at all. Nice technical ability. And
look at that gap there, back to second and third to Josh Mitchell and Adam Poole in second and third.
Yeah, great for Josh. He'll be training every day with Cameron, so it's great to have someone like that. It's good for Cameron as well to have someone pushing him on every day. That's what you need.
Interrupt you there, Mark. Time to go back to the presentations for the last 3 races.
And the Scottish National Age Group Champion, representing North Lanarkshire, Thomas Balfour. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 14-year-old 200 metres breaststroke. In bronze medal position, representing Workington, Connor Joyce. In silver medal position, representing Perth City, Jacob Marchbank. And the Scottish National Age Group Champion, representing Warrender, George Clough. Thank you, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists for the boys 16-17 200 metres breaststroke.
So, end of the presentations and on with the next race. And this is an interesting one, Mark, coming up. Second heat, the 16 and 17-year-olds. Should be quite a competitive race.
Yeah, it looks quite close. Kieran Preston going in, sitting first. Must have been a good heat swim from him, a big improvement in his entry time. But yeah, the win could come from anywhere here. Tobermory, Mackay champion, has been around for a wee while now, so he'll want the win, want a Snags title to his name. Scott MacArthur as well, training with Joe Wellstead over in Stirling. Obviously a bit of breaststroke inspiration for him, so that'll be good.
So the lineup for the final: Cameron Nelson in 1, Callum Laurie in 2, Scott MacArthur in 3, Craig Barnes in 4, Kieran Preston 5, Tobermory Mackay Champion in 6, Cameron Park in 7, Chris McColm in 8, Craig Watt in 9, and Matthew Paul in 10. They are under control of the referee, and we'll hand back to Duncan.
Kieran Preston was the fastest qualifier for this one. 2:25.18. Let's see how he gets on, because he wasn't that far ahead of Tobermory Mackay champion, 2:26. And the third fastest was Craig Barnes, 2:27.35. It's Preston who does have the lead. Cameron Park off to a good start, 32.47. Chris McComb touching third in the yellow cap in lane 8. And in the blue cap of South Aberdeenshire, it is Kieran Preston. And this is a pretty close affair. Cameron Park is having a good race beside him just about Chris McComb. Still the 1, 2, 3 coming up towards the halfway point. And it's Craig Barnes, Tobermory Mackay champion, pretty close. So halfway, Preston 1:07.93. Second Park, third McComb. And about a second and a half between the leading 3. Coming up now though, Craig Barnes is making a move. Also keep your eye on lane 2, Callum Laurie. So a number of swimmers in the mix for medals here. Led still by Kieran Preston, but plenty looking for any sign of weakness from him to take advantage. One of them is Craig Barnes. He certainly looks strong down this third length. Also Cameron Park still right there. Let's see who is second. It's still Park. From third place, Callum Laurie now. So he is moving on. Preston though still holding it, but he's certainly not hosed yet. He's got some work to do in the final half length to hold on to this one. Cameron Park pushing on. It's anyone's race for third here. There's 6 swimmers all within about 2 meters of each other, but Preston is going to lead them in surely. Park and Laurie, I think maybe the other medalists. Let's just see as Preston comes in. He takes it 2:23.82. Cameron Park does take second, 2:24.36. And Callum Laurie taking third. Big improvement from him on his heat time, 2:24.68.
So Kieran Preston victorious with 2:23.82. Shakes of the head in the commentary box. Mark, what were you and Kerry reflecting on there?
Well, I thought the 2:25 in the morning was a great swim for him, but going 2:23 is an incredible swim. I mean, he was entered on 2:32 coming into this competition, so it's that 9 seconds off his entry is insane.
He was getting a lot of support on Twitter earlier on today from
Obviously
his teammates, and you can see him here in the replay just coming in. Really strong finish also from Callum Laurie out in 2 to snatch the bronze there, and a tight finish for third.
Yeah, Callum's a good 400 IM swimmer, so obviously a wee bit of endurance down that last length.
So heat 3 is the 18 and over category, and the race lineup being given by the venue announcer. I'll give it to you here. Rory Shirley in lane 2, Matthew Anderson in lane 3, Edward Gray in 4, Daniel Lim in 5, Jack McComish in 6, Callum Reid in 7, and Alistair Miley of Gary in 8. Mark and Jack McComish and Daniel Lim had a little bit of a rivalry going this morning. Is that where you'd see the winner coming from this evening?
Edward Gray is also in there. He's not far off the pace. Chris Carr was the top seed DQ'd this morning, so we'll see if these guys can battle it out and see who gets the win.
200 breaststroke.
So the last of our boys 200 breaststroke finals. Just 300 separated Daniel Lim, Jack McComish in the heat, but not sure you should read too much into that. Just 7 in the final. Everybody, of course, is short of a place in that final, so expect them to go quite a bit faster tonight. 3 swimmers on 2:29. Callum Reid 2:33. Matthew Anderson 2:34. The fastest in the heats. And, well, it's neither of them taking the lead at the 50. Rory Shirley of City of Glasgow, 32:18. So he's certainly gone out very fast there in lane 2. Daniel Lim, you would think, would be the fancied one here. The bronze medalist in the youth final in the British Championships back in April. Scottish Schools champion, reigning national age group champion. And he now is moving through and into the lead. So about 3 meters up now. Shirley still second, and then 3 swimmers very close for third there. The touch just going to Jack McComish in lane 6 by the narrowest of margins. Edward Gray and Callum Reid being the other contenders, with Matthew Anderson not far away either. So just about everyone, and with a shout of a medal here, but the gold is looking very much Warren bound, with Daniel Lim leading the way up towards the 150. And we thought it might work out a little differently from the heats, and it certainly looks that way with Daniel Lim now showing his dominance. It'll be interesting to see if Rory Shirley can hold on to second spot here. He's now just got 200ths over Edward Gray, and Jack McComish less than a second behind them, so still very open for silver and bronze behind Daniel Lim, who is going to take this very comfortably indeed. He's about 9 meters up now. City of Glasgow looking good for medals here. Edward Gray and Jack McComish and Rory Shirley all battling away with the second warrant swimmer Callum Reid, but it's Lim who takes it. 2:22.18, good workout for him. Now, where do the other medals go? Well, it's McComish who will take silver, 2:27.54, 2 seconds faster than this morning. And Rory Shirley, good swim out of lane 2, hangs on for the bronze medal, 2:27.79.
So Daniel Lim coming home, 2:22.18, comfortable victory over Jack McComish, and Rory Shirley with a good race in third from lane 2. Mark.
Yeah, it was good.
Good time from Daniel Lim there for you.
Yeah, not bad. Not quite as on his PB, but obviously much better than this morning. Chris Kerr set a time in the warm up, 2:27. So Daniel Lim would have been out to get his teammate to make sure that he beat him in the race.
I did, as you can see on the replay now.
Huge margin.
It
really good stroke, powerful. Daniel Lim's been about for a wee while now. Again, that's getting back to some good form.
So we pause just for a second. At least most of us do. Our cameraman obviously didn't there. Apologies for that. So now time to turn our attention back to the presentation area and the presentations for the last 3 races.
As the guys just out of there doing the breaststroke the heat before, they're still knackered, still trying to get their breath back.
The presentations will be made by David Downey, President of the Scottish Amateur Swimming Association. In the bronze medal place, representing Warrington Warriors, Adam Poole. In silver medal place, representing South Ayrshire, Josh Mitchell. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing South Ayrshire, Cameron Muir. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 16-17 200 metres breaststroke. The bronze medal was won by Callum Lawrie representing First. In silver medal place, representing South Lanarkshire, Cameron Hart. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing South Aberdeenshire, Kieran Preston. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 18-year-old and over 200 metres breaststroke. In bronze medal position, representing City of Glasgow, Rory Shirley. In silver medal position, representing City of Glasgow, Jack McComish. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing Warrender, Daniel Lim. Thank you to David Downey for presenting those medals.
So, Kerry, some worthy winners there in the men's 200 breaststroke. We move on now to the girls' 100 metre freestyle. And, of course, 5 finals for you, starting with the 10 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah, there should be a few exciting races to come.
Here come the swimmers for the first of the finals. Some of our timing officials looking very comfortable in their seats there. Not naming any names, of course.
Very relaxed, shall we say.
So let's give you the lineup for the 10 to 12-year-old 100 metre freestyle. In lane 1, Kirsty Stewart of Aberdeen. In lane 2, Heather Wallace of City of Aberdeen. Laura McCluskey goes in lane 3, Katie Robertson of South Ayrshire in 4, Sophie Smith in 5, Emma Harvey in 6, Lucy Williamson in 7, Gemma McLeod in 8, Kiana McInnes, who of course we saw winning a gold medal earlier, goes in 9 for Heart of Midlothian, and then Iona McDonald of Dundee City Aquatics in lane 10. So interesting seeing Kiana out in lane 9 for this event. But good racing earlier in the day from Katie Robertson and Sophie Smith. We'll hand you back over now to poolside commentary.
So 2 lengths of the pool for the girls 100 freestyle. Fastest qualifier Sophie Smith of Arbroath St Thomas, 1:03.17. 8/10 faster than Emma Harvey in the heats, and Katie Robertson right there as well. And it is these 3, lane 4, 5 and 6. Looked at the edge, joining them in lane 3, Laura McCluskey of Borough of Stockton. And to emulate her teammate Amy Hawke, who was very strong. 2 gold medals already. So it's Harvey from Smith, from Robertson, the 1, 2, 3 at halfway. And really any of these swimmers could take the gold medal at the moment. They're very close indeed, about a metre up on the others. Lane 6, Emma Harvey looks to just have the edge, but coming up nicely now, Katie Robertson in lane 4. In between them, Sophie Smith maybe in second, but she is closing fast on Robertson. It's between these 2. The touch goes to Katie Robertson. 1:01.84, over 2 seconds faster than she was in the heats. Second place, 102.07 for Sophie Smith. And third place, 102.69, Emma Harvey.
So there's your 1, 2, 3, Katie Robertson with the 101.84, quite a quick time.
Yeah,
Kenny?
3 seconds quicker than she went earlier, so that's a significantly faster than it was this morning. Quite a few of those girls actually going quicker than they did this morning, so that's good to see them stepping up and going quicker in a final.
There's no pause for respite as we move on to the next heat, which will be the next final, I should say, which will be the 13-year-olds.
Lee Gordon. In lane 4, representing Warrender, Niamh Ritchie. In lane 5, Anna Fleming. In lane 6, representing Heart of Midlothian, Lexi Waller. In lane 7, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Ali Morrison. In lane 8, representing Lothian Bears Den, Zoe McDonald. In lane 9, representing Carnegie, Bailey Collier. And in lane 10, representing City of Aberdeen, Yasmin Perry. Swimmers, you are now under the control of the referee.
So in this afternoon's heat, just one swimmer got under the minute. That was Anna Fleming, 59.87. Comes into this meet slightly faster than that, 59.49. So you'd have to fancy her as the favourite here. Either side of her, Lexi Waller, 101.54. Niamh Ritchie, 101.68. So a Warrender Hearts battle, you would think, for the silver medal. Fleming is going to be first through the turn. She goes through 28.60, leads by 0.6 from Waller with Ritchie third. The 1, 2, 3 at the moment going to form with the heat, and it is in the front. Anna Fleming, the ASA age group champion, looking to add a national age group medal in 2014, and she is pulling well clear from Lexi Waller in second place. And Niamh Ritchie in third. That's going to be the 1, 2, 3. Fleming takes it 58.92. Goes under 59 seconds. Second place, Lexi Waller, 101.22. And Niamh Ritchie third, 101.26.
Great swim there by Anna Fleming of City of Glasgow. And you pointed her out earlier on, Kerry, the only swimmer who went sub 60 seconds this morning, and she's bettered that time again. Great swim.
Yeah, a second quicker than she went this morning, and I thought this morning was impressive, so that's really good, and a great big smile on her face at the end of the race as well. Just watching her coming into the wall now, head down into that finish. Yeah, it was great to see that 58 point.
Yeah, she spots the wall well there. Good result for Anna Fleming with Niamh Ritchie and Lexi Waller coming in 2 and 3 behind her. So here are the swimmers for the next heat, the 14-year-olds in the 100-metre free.
In lane 3, representing Kelly College, Cara Layden. In lane 4, representing East Lothian, Katie Smith. In lane 5, representing Hong Kong Island, Ivy Lauren Richter. In lane 6, representing Northampton, Sarah Brandt. In lane 7, representing First, Jenna Lafferty. In lane 8, representing Warrender, Maddie Swanson. In lane 9, representing Warrender, Ellie Neal. And in lane 10, representing Highland, Laura Harrison. Swimmers, you are now under the control of the referee.
Masters qualify for this one. Could it be a first gold medal to Hong Kong Island? Ivy Lauren Richter, 1:00.24. Just 200 separating Sarah Branch, Katie Smith behind her, and Jenna Lafferty very close as well. Also Cara Layden. So this could be another very close one. Does look like it is. Ivy is going to lead them through the turn, or they're going up there with her. Lane 3, Cara Layden. Kate Story in third place at the turn. So they're the 1, 2, 3 coming down the second length then. And it's, well, anyone's race pretty much. Ivy Lauren Richter maybe still just has the edge in lane 5. Thinks she's going to hold this one. She'll be looking to go under the minute here. Cara Layden just about holding second place. Coming up in lane 6, Sarah Branch. This is very close indeed now, as Cara Layden is challenging for the lead here. And she gets it, 59.83. Ivy Lauren Richter takes second under the minute, 59.92. And Sarah Branch takes third. So we've got 1, 2, 3 are non-Scots. So we go down to fourth place, 1:00.48 for the Scottish champion, and that will be Katie Smith.
So Cara Layden with victory there, 59.83, and Ivy Lauren Richter from Hong Kong Island pushed into second. Sarah Branch with her. Katie Smith is the Scottish champion. Big smile there on the face of the winner, and rightly so. She came really strongly back there towards the end of that race, and what was a very open field.
Yeah, as soon as she came off the wall at 50, she was just going for it as hard as she possibly could. She must have been dying to go under that 60 point. I imagine that's her first time under. You're always delighted when you do that for the first time, and could tell by the smile on her face that she was chuffed for that one.
Looking at those times, the 14-year-old race, obviously, and some of the times I have to say from the race up that we're about to see, 15 and 16, it makes that 58.9 by Anna Fleming in the second final, 13 even more impressive, doesn't it?
Yeah, that really was a cracking swim. Even 59 in our heat swim was impressive, but to take another second off was pretty special.
So a momentary pause again. The CKs must have filmed before momentary pauses. We've had our fair share here at the bench. Technical hitches and glitches.
It wouldn't be a swim meet without them.
Now it's time for the presentations. Last slide, get their breath back. We go back to the 10 to 12-year-old finalists, their medal presentations.
Eddie Wilmot, the SASA Vice President. In bronze medal position, representing Warrender, Emma Harvey. In silver medal position, representing St Thomas, Sophie Smith. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing South Ayrshire, Katie Robertson.
Floating in the harbor, wash the night, shining stars and sweeping the corners. Feeding on the plankton, the moon is a lantern.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 13-year-old 100 metres freestyle. In bronze medal position, representing Warrender, Niamh Ritchie. In silver medal position, representing Heart of Midlothian, Lexi Waller. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing City of Glasgow, Anna Fleming.
very happy looking Anna Fleming there as she collects her gold medal. And good swims also by Alexi Waller and Niamh Ritchie from Heart of Midlothian and Warrender. More of whom later, I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists for the 15.
So we move on
girls
to the
100 meters
finalists
freestyle.
of the 100 metre freestyle, and we're into the 15 and 16-year-olds now, Kerry, and Katie Stark making her first appearance in a final at these championships.
In lane 2, representing
Katie Stark was
Warrender,
actually in the
Kimberly
200
Oh,
fly
she
earlier on
was. Sorry,
against
my
Kane.
apologies. What I meant to say was
representing East
making her
Lothian.
second finals appearance already in this
In lane
age
4,
group championships.
representing West Lothian,
Good
spot.
Gulsum
Yeah.
O'Neill.
Katie Stark's a really good 100
In lane
freestyler, but she'll be a
5,
little bit tired, but
Warrender,
still
Katie
think
Stark.
she'll be able to hang on and get
In
this
lane
one, but
6,
she'll be pushed all the way
representing
by
Carnegie,
Samantha
Samantha
Caulfield right
Caulfield.
next to her.
In lane 7,
Lots of
representing
support
East
there for
Lothian,
Samantha Caulfield
Emma
as her name
Crawford.
is announced to
In lane
the
8,
spectators here. Let's
representing
just
St
run
Thomas,
through
Katie
the
Phillips.
lineup. It's Karen Reid in lane 1, Kimberly Mackay in lane 2, Jennifer Henderson in 3, Gulsum O'Neill in 4, Katie Stark in 5, Samantha Caulfield in 6, Emma Crawford in 7, Katie Phillips in 8, Erin Cummings in 9, and Lauren McKenzie from Elgin completes the lineup in 10. Swimmers are on the blocks and ready for this final, and Duncan McKinnell is once again your commentator.
An excellent start there in lane 4 from Gulsum O'Neill, but the fastest qualifier beside her, Katie Stark of Warrender. Samantha Caulfield will be right up there as well. She was only 3/10 behind Katie in the heat. Those two on 58 and change, and we had 3 swimmers on 59s. And expect the medalist to come from those 5. It's who has the touch at the turn. It is Caulfield, 27.99. 2/10 ahead of Stark. Third place, East Lothian's Emma Crawford in lane 7. So it's a classic Carnegie Warrender contest here. East Lothian doing their best to stay involved. Erin Cummins of Perth City going well in 9, and Gulsum O'Neill of West Lothian in 4. But there's nothing in it now between Caulfield and Stark. Katie Stark is coming through. She's going to take it in 57.72. Great swimming there. Second place, Samantha Caulfield, 57.94, and third place, Gulsum O'Neill, 58.69. That was a good race.
Mark, great race there by Katie Stark, 57.72, and another reaction of astonishment from both you and Kerry there watching that. That was a great race and right down to the finish.
Yeah, two 15-year-old girls under 58 is real top quality swimming. The Carnegie group were going mental in it on the side, so I think that benefited Samantha, but I think Katie fed off that a wee bit as well. Tight at the finish, but Katie just had a wee bit more.
Good finish, good spot in the finish as well, yeah. So next final is the 18, 17 and over, I should say, for the girls, 18 and over for the guys. And in lane 1 going is Zoe Giddon from Northampton, Gillian Clark, East Lothian is in 2, Hayley Monteith from Edinburgh University in 3, Rachel O'Donnell from Carnegie in 4, Lucy Hope in 5, Rachel Masson in 6, Raquel Matos in 7, Jessica Christie in 8, and Caitlin Tootle, in 9, and then Kirsty Simpson from Carnegie in 10. Mark, this is a really high quality lineup for this final. This is...
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've got 3 members of Team Scotland for the 2014 Games in this race, 3 relay swimmers. So it should be an interesting race. There's Hayley Monteith as well. Kirsty Simpson in the outside lane could cause an upset, but we're looking to the middle lanes. Rachel O'Donnell, Lucy Hope and Rachel Masson should be should be setting the pace in this race.
Can you pick a winner?
Let's go Lucy Hope.
Okay. Kerry, do you agree?
I'm going to go for the SAS girl, Rachel Masson.
Let's find out. Duncan will tell us.
Our Commonwealth Games team here. O'Donnell, Hope, Masson, all doing battle over 2 lengths of the pool, and it should be very close indeed. Just 300ths between Hope and Masson in this morning's heat. 57.69, 57.72, and going down the first length, there's absolutely nothing in it across the pool here. Let's see who gets the touch. It looks like lane 6. It is lane 6. Rachel Masson looking for a second South Aberdeenshire gold of the evening. 27.32 for her. And she looks to have about half a meter's advantage here. Matos on one side of her, Hope on the other. Those two, I think, battling for silver now. Can they close in on Rachel Masson? She's still got about a meter's advantage. Hope and Matos absolutely locked together in second place, but it's Rachel Masson who takes it 56.61, and that is a new 18-year-old age group record for Rachel Masson. Second place, Lucy Hope, 57.29, and third place, Raquel Matos, 57.54.
There we go. Rachel Masson triumphant, 56.61, a new age group record for 18-year-olds. Lucy Hope in second with 57.29. Raquel Matos coming in third. What a race, Mark.
Yeah, it was close all the way. But Rachel just set that early pace. No one could handle it. Couldn't come back from that first 50 speed. Good to see Raquel getting on the podium there as well, causing a wee bit of an upset. That was good.
There we see on the replay again, all 4 swimmers in the middle coming in.
Rachel just had a wee bit more.
Rachel Masson out in front.
They are always coming back at her, but she just, that early pace was too much for them to catch up.
Great stuff from Rachel Masson, a new age group record for the 18-year-olds, and we shall await the presentation of the medals for the 14, 15, 16 and 17 and over categories.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 14-year-old 100 metres freestyle. The presentations will be made by Eddie Wilmot, the SASA Vice President. In bronze medal position, representing Northampton, Sarah Branch. In silver medal position, representing Hong Kong Island, Lauren Richter. And the Scottish Gas National Open Champion, representing Kelly College, Cara Layden. The Scottish National Age Group Champion, representing East Lothian, is Katie Smith.
Floating in the harbour, watch the night, shining stars and sweeping the corners. Feeding on the plankton, the moon is a lantern, I follow its pattern. Mellow, sonar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 15-16 100 metres freestyle. In bronze medal position, representing West Lothian, Gulsum O'Neill. In silver medal position, representing Carnegie, Samantha Caulfield. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing Warrender, Katie Stark. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 17 and over 100 metres freestyle. In bronze medal place, representing East Lothian, Raquel Matos. In silver medal place, representing Best, Lucy Hope. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing South Aberdeenshire, Rachel Masson. Well done, girls, and thank you to Eddie Wilmot for presenting the medals.
Yes, thank you, Eddie. And there you can see the winners of previous final. Raquel Matos looking very tanned. I believe she's been away doing some warm weather training.
Yeah, training and competing. I think she did all 3 legs of the Mare Nostrum series in Monaco, Barcelona and Cannes, and then was in Sabadell doing a training camp, so that's why the tan is there.
Nice work if you can get it.
I know, very jealous. I never managed to get a tan once when I was on a training camp.
Well, now that you're retired, you have plenty of opportunity to travel the world at your leisure.
Yeah, I still don't think I'll ever get a tan, but maybe.
Very tall figure of Rachel Masson there. What height is Rachel?
I'm not sure what height she is, but she's definitely significantly taller than me, and always has been, so.
It was a fine race, but we move swiftly on, as these events do, to the boys' 100 metres backstroke. So it's the 12 and 13-year-olds who will be first up. And in lane 1 from Wigan, James Cross. From City of Aberdeen in 2, Aaron Essen. Ian Fletcher in 3, Mulgine Bears Den. Tom Robinson of Ulverston in lane 4. Daniel Morley of Durham City in lane 5. Lewis McLeod of Dumfries in 6. Duncan McKinney, City of Glasgow, goes in 7. Harvey Tate, Heart of Midlothian, goes in 8. Keir Edgar of Carnegie in 9. And finally, Joseph Penman of Inverleith goes in 10. Plenty of interest here for spectators south of the border. If you're watching, a reminder, if you'd like to get in touch to show your support for any of the swimmers or comment on their performances, the hashtag is snags14. Hashtag snags14. Send us a tweet and we'll read out the best before the end of the coverage. So the boys are in the water, they're ready to go, and we'll pass you back over to poolside commentary.
Well, this one should be a goodie. Daniel Morley, 108.07. Lewis McLeod, 108.08. 2 more swimmers within half a second. A great start in lane 3 from Mulgine and Bearsden's Ian Fletcher. Beside him in 2, Aaron Essen, City of Aberdeen. In lane 4, Tom Robinson of Ulverston. So good starts from all of them. Coming towards the turn, I think it might be lane 2. It's just going to have the edge at the turn. No, it's not. It's Ian Fletcher in lane 3, 31.96. Aaron Essen in lane 2, second. Daniel Morley third, 31.96 through to 32.38. So the action lanes 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks to be between these 4 rather. Only 3 will get medals. Lane 5, Daniel Morley looking good now in the red cap. He's just edging through here from the 2 white caps in lanes 2 and 3. It's going to be Daniel Morley. He takes it in 106.32. The Durham City swimmer. Second place, Aaron Essen, 106.69. He'll also be the Scottish national champion. Ian Fletcher will pick up bronze from Mulgine and Bearsden, 106.83. All of them a lot faster than they were this afternoon.
So there, the official result confirmed. Daniel Morley in time of 106.32, with Aaron Essen and Ian Fletcher coming in second and third, 106.69, 106.83.
Yeah, good swim there from the guys. Good swim to the outside from RNS and picking up a silver medal. All the guys there going a lot quicker than they did this morning. Good 2-3 seconds quicker, so excellent swim from most of the lads there across the whole heat.
So we move on to the next final, which is the 14-year-olds. You can just see the swimmers coming out on to poolside just now.
Finlay Deans from the city of Aberdeen sitting first here. I'm expecting nothing less than first for him here, so come on Finlay.
Colours nailed to the mast by Mark Campbell. There's no room for impartiality in this commentary box, folks. We all know who each other is supporting.
I was chatting to Finlay before he got into this race, and he was really excited for it, so here's hoping he picks it out the bag. There's a few other City of Aberdeen guys in here as well.
Let's run through the lineup then. In lane 1 from South Lanark, Ewan McComish. Lane 2 from Kilmarnock, Alistair McGee. Delting brings Ian Leach to lane 3. George Clough returns for Warrender in lane 4. Finlay Deans, as Mark mentioned, City of Aberdeen in 5. Liam Coates from Warrender in 6. Harry Dalgarno, City of Aberdeen in 7. Daniel McNally of Gary in 8. Louis Huet, am I saying that correctly? From City of Aberdeen goes in 9. And Nicholas Cameron completes the lineup, also City of Aberdeen in 10. As Mark said, plenty of interest for his home club. And let's see if any of them have what it takes in this final.
So Finlay Deans 101.86 in the heat will be looking to retain his national age group title that he won last year. Just age group champion as well. He was 2 and a bit seconds faster than anybody else. Liam Coates of Warrender, George Clough of Warrender, 2nd and 3rd fastest in the heat to either side of Finlay. And it is Finlay who's going to lead them through the turn. Finlay Deans, City of Aberdeen, the local boy, using home advantage here to good effect under the 30 seconds at the turn. 29.85, leads by 3/4 of a second. Coates 2nd. Harry Dalgarno in the mix in lane 7 in 3rd place, ahead of Clough and Leach, lane 4 and 3. But no doubt who's going to take this one, Finlay Deans. Liam Coates just hanging on to 2nd place ahead of Harry Dalgarno and George Clough. But Finlay Deans, what a swim, 1:00.96 for him. 2nd place, Liam Coates, 1:03.70, and George Clough coming through to take 3rd right at the death, making it a Warrender 2-3, 1:04.24 for George.
So, Mark, a result not really in any doubt, certainly not in your mind before the start of that race. Very impressive composed swim there from Finlay Deans.
Yeah, it's good to see him stepping up and doing it in the final. 60 point is a decent, really decent time for him. I'm sure he'll be chuffed with that. Good to see the rest of the Aberdeen guys swimming well. Harry Dalgarno is actually over from Dubai, so good to see him coming back and representing his old team.
And a really good swim in 3rd place actually by George Clough, who came back and just pipped Dalgarno on the touch there.
Really good finish from him. Second 50 is so important in a 100 backstrokes. No one seems to drop off that much, so it's so important.
So on to the 3rd of the backstroke finals, the 15-year-olds, and in lane 1, Jack Watson of City of Aberdeen. Fraser Tattersall from Woking goes in 2. Mark Elric of 1st in 3. Jack Harrison of Warrender in 4. Craig McLean of Carnegie in 5. Scott McLeay of Perth City in 6. Oliver Kincart of Portsmouth in 7. Ross Leslie of South Lanark in 8. Angus Barr of the same in 9. And Andrew Sawkins, Heart of Midlothian, in lane 10. Mark, your thoughts on ahead of this race?
Well, the Carnegie swimmers have been swimming really well. They're getting behind Craig McLean for this race, so expecting him to go quite quick. 58.5 in the morning is fast already, so let's see if you can improve on that, and that would be really impressive.
Okay, they're ready for the start of the race, and we'll hand back to poolside.
So 58.52, the heat time for Craig McLean, by about 4 seconds, the fastest qualifier, the Scottish junior record holder, the set at the National Championships in Toll Cross in April. And he is moving away here. I think this is going to be about who's second and third, but it's Craig McLean. I think thinks this medal is his, this gold medal. He turns 27.89. Second, Angus Barr over in lane 9. And Scott McLean in third. But that is a battle for the minor medals. Scars in the lead. Craig McLean, watch out for his time. That Scottish record stands. Scottish junior record, 58.21. So watch that clock on the scoreboard as McLean comes in. What a swim this is. 57.01. Smashed it. What a performance from Craig McLean. Scott McLean taking second, 101.55. And Angus Barr, the bronze, to add to his 800 freestyle gold this morning, 102.39. But ladies and gentlemen, 57.01, Craig McLean, new Scottish junior record, number 2 of the evening, number 2 for Carnegie.
So Kerry, race of the event so far for you, that 57.01 from Craig?
Yeah, definitely one of them. It's definitely up there, 57.01. That's really quick for Craig there. I think that's the new
Scottish junior record.
So, well, maybe not the junior record. It's definitely the age group record. So, really impressive there from Craig. It's great to see all the Carnegie support for him as well. I think one of the best supported teams here is definitely Carnegie, so it's good to see that.
Yeah, well, we heard from them on Twitter earlier on. They said they were sending up the black and white army, and
Yep.
they seem to be hearing some numbers. That was the loudest we've heard this venue so far today. And Craig McLean rewarding that support with a fine swim. So now the presentations for the 100 metres backstroke, starting with the 10 to 12 year olds.
In silver medal place, representing City of Aberdeen, Aaron Essen. And the Scottish Gas National Open champion, representing Durham City, Daniel Morley. The Scottish Gas National Age Group champion is Aaron Essen, representing City of Aberdeen.
Floating in the harbour, wash the night, shining stars and sweeping the corners. Feeding on the plankton, the moon is a lantern, I follow its
Ladies and gentlemen,
mellow, sonar floating in the open water.
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 14-year-old 100 metres backstroke. In bronze medal place, representing Warrender, George Clough. In silver medal place, representing Warrender, Liam Coates. And the Scottish Gas National Open champion from City of Aberdeen, Finlay Deans. Thank you to Ewan Jackson for presenting those medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists for the boys 16-17 100 metres backstroke. In lane 1, representing Warrender, Henry Mackenzie. In lane 2, representing South Aberdeenshire, Kieran Preston. In lane
So
3,
we move on to
representing East
the
Lothian,
next
Chris
of the
McComb.
backstroke finals.
In
This
lane
the
4,
16 and
representing
17-year-olds.
City of Aberdeen, Jack Ness.
And we can see the lineup of swimmers in front of
In
us.
lane
In lane 1,
5,
Henry Mackenzie. In lane 2,
representing
Kieran
Muldoon
Preston. Lane
Greg
3, Chris
Watson.
McComb. 4,
In
Jack
lane
Ness.
6, representing
lane
West
5,
Lothian,
Greg Watson.
Fraser Spooner.
Lane 6, Fraser
In
Spooner.
lane 7,
In lane
representing
7,
Dumfries,
Alistair Campbell.
Alistair Campbell.
In lane 8, Kieran
In lane
Brand.
8,
Lane 9,
representing South
Daniel Tiffin
Ayrshire,
on City
Kieran
of Aberdeen.
Brand.
And finally,
In lane 9,
completing the
representing City
lineup
of Aberdeen,
is
Daniel
Joseph
Tiffin.
Miley of Geary.
And in lane
Those are your
10,
swimmers for the 16,
representing
17-year-olds.
Geary,
Mark, just
Joseph
a couple
Miley.
of thoughts early on.
Swimmers who are
ahead
now
of
under
this,
the control
particular
of the
race.
referee.
Again, I want to see Jack do well, but he's surrounded by good company here. Greg Watson really starting to come through in Scottish swimming. So
Good time there, 59.13.
yeah, let's see if the lads can improve on this. I think they've all got the capability to go a bit quicker. So let's see.
(59.13). Greg Watson, the fastest qualifier here. Watch out in lane 4 for Jack Ness, the Scottish record holder at 50 back and member of the Commonwealth Games team in that one. And he is off to a fast start here in lane 4. Trying to go with him, Chris McComb in lane 3. So they're the 1 and 2 coming towards the turn. So Ness really putting it out in the first half. 27.54, leads by 8/10 over McComb, with Greg Watson in third place. See if Jack Ness gets pushed at all down this second length. He'll be very much focusing on the 50s for the next month at least. And he's still got about half a metre, but Greg Watson is coming at him a little bit here in second place. Moving up, I think, into third is Alistair Campbell of Dumfries. This is close at the end here, but Ness holds on 58.10 by 100th of a second. Watson just misses out there, 58.11 for him. And third place is Alistair Campbell of Dumfries, 58.69, the closest of the night so far.
So Mark, Jack Ness prevails, but by the narrowest of margins. 58.1 versus 58.11 to Greg Watson. Closest race we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. Jack said his swim this morning was tough. I know he had it in him to go quick, but just using his front end speed and hanging on for dear life at the end there. Greg Watson really coming back. He's coming through, making some waves in Scottish swimming, so good.
Absolutely, all in the touch there as well. You could see just on the stroke count as they got to the wall, Greg Watson just requiring that extra half stroke, perhaps cost him.
Yeah, maybe if he didn't cut his fingernails this morning, he would have got it. But Jack just holding on just for the finish. Did
So,
well to
time for the last of the 100 metres backstroke races, and this one. Obviously featuring Jack Ness's big rival, Andrew McGovern. Let's go through the lineup. And in lane 1, Joe Yeoman from the City of Aberdeen. In lane 2, Ryan Archibald of Warrender. In lane 3, Danny Kirkham of East Lothian. In lane 4, Mark Sharanek of Carnegie. In lane 5 is Andrew McGovern of City of Aberdeen. Ross McCafferty alongside him in lane 6, City of Glasgow. Craig Bowman, Carnegie, lane 7. Gavin Haggerwood of Geary in lane 8. Callum Shaw of Edinburgh University in lane 9. And finally, Paul Adamson of Dundee University in lane 10. So that's your lineup for this final. Fully expecting Andrew McGovern to prevail in this, Mark.
Yeah.
But as you said earlier, before the session, he'll have had one eye on that time by Jess. And he'll be Jack Ness, 58.01.
So we saw Jack Ness in the previous final. His colleague Andrew McGovern will be joining him in that 50 backstroke in the Commonwealth Games. He is the fastest qualifier for the 100, 57.07. He was nearly 2 seconds faster than anybody else this morning. And he looks to maybe just have the edge here, but going well is Craig Bowman in lane 7. So I think he's going to be in second place at the turn. McGovern goes through in 27.48. Is Bowman second, 28.25, just ahead of his teammate Mark Sharanek in lane 4. Mark Sharanek, though, is coming out strongly in lane 4. I think he's pretty much alongside Bowman now. Still McGovern leads the way in lane 5. 57.07 was his time this morning. Can he improve on that? I think he will. It's going to be McGovern, so 2 in a row for City of Aberdeen, 56.79. McGovern takes it. Second, Bowman, 57.75. And Ross McCafferty comes through to nick the bronze in 58.20, just 800ths ahead of Mark Sharanek.
So Mark, great swim there from Andrew McGovern. No doubt about the result in this race. The time, I think, was what's important. Are you impressed with 56.79?
Yeah, I think he was even quite happy with the swim this morning, considering the training they're going through just now. I think it's a nice, evenly paced swim. He'll be happy with that.
Good time too for Craig Bowman.
Yeah, not bad. He'll probably be a wee bit disappointed that his younger teammate Craig McLean beat him in the earlier heat. But yeah, it's still a good swim from Craig Bowman. Not as specialist strokes, so good to see him grabbing the silver medal for that.
A real high quality field though. I mean, you could see that from McCafferty and Sharanek, of course, finishing 3 and 4, all under 58.3.
Yeah, I mean,
have they all got a little bit more in the tank?
Oh, definitely, yeah. So these guys will all be in real tough training just now, and the bigger you are, the longer taper and rest you're going to need. So these guys will come down a lot more towards the end of the season. But technically, they were all spot on. You saw that across the whole field. So that's the mark of good swimmers. Looking
forward to the games for Andrew McGovern, what's he looking to achieve in terms of the kind of times he's swimming now to the kind of times he'll want to be swimming then? What sort of margin is he wanting to take off those times, do you think?
I mean, I think he just wants to go and enjoy it and do as well as he can. I don't think he's looking for particular times. He's not setting himself any barriers by saying, I want to hit this time. He's just going for the race, see how far he can get. If he can make semis, great. If he can make the final, even better. He's just going to enjoy the speed. It's exactly the same with Jack Ness.
As they say in golf, you can only play the ball that's in front of you. Yeah. So we shall see how he gets on in about a month's time. So here are the medalists from the 15-year-old final. And that super race by Craig McLean. Off come the medals. I'd change that, Mark. I really would. Yeah. I'm talking from my TV hat on here, but I'd change that.
Keep the medals on.
Keep the medals on.
Oh, Jack Ness.
A little kiss of the medal, a wave of the medal.
That's no use. He needs to get his T-shirt on, not representing the team. I'll be having words with him later.
I think he's representing the team of Jack Ness and fitness instructor there.
Jack Ness, I've got abs. Ness.
I'm sure he'll get a hard time about that when you get back to club training next week.
Definitely.
So they are the medalists in the 16-17 category.
Great for those guys to have Jack as well. It pushes them on as much as it's good for him to have race. It brings them forward, brings them on. Jack's setting the standard quite high, so it's great for those guys to have him.
And the medalists finally from the race most recently completed, the 18 and over. Ross McCafferty picking up his medal, bronze medal. Craig Bowman with the silver.
This guy's going to struggle to reach up to Andy's neck. His long stature.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to go a long way down. A bend of the knees.
Yeah.
I think that's the exchange the two of them are having as well.
It certainly helps him in the pool. He uses that to his advantage.
Nice big smiles up on the podium throughout the evening session. Always good to see. There's no point if you don't enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
So just the relays to go and the IM for the girls. We're into the last couple of events of the evening. And a really good turnout here at the Aberdeen Sports Village. It's disappointing not to be able to turn the camera around and show you some of the spectators here, but there's been a big turnout, queues throughout the day. Parents, family, friends and supporters from clubs around the country. And it really has been a feast of non-stop action, and finals still to come. The 14-year-old 400 IM for the girls, followed by the 15, 16, and then the 17 and over. And in lane 1 in the 14s, here's the lineup. Anya Reid off first, Megan Smith of South Lanark. In 3, Ailey Grant of Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 4, Eve White of Dumfries. In lane 5, Kirsty Armstrong of Best. In lane 6, Nikki Miller of South Lanark. Lane 7, Sophia Green of Elgin. Ali Bazarian in lane 8 of Hong Kong Island. Heather Mulvaney of City of Aberdeen in 9. And Amy McCrosty of Dundee City Aquatics over on the far side in lane 0. So, the first of the 400-metre individual medleys for the girls. 14 years.
Kirsty Armstrong just missed out earlier on the gold medal, so she'll be looking to put that right here in the 400 IM. The fastest qualifier, 5:10.29. Nikki Miller not that far behind her in the heat, 5:12.45. Eve White, who already has the gold medal. Third fastest, 5:20.39. So it was a White-Armstrong battle in the butterfly right at the top of the evening. And it is Eve White who's got the early advantage in the butterfly section here. In the white cap beside her, Kirsty Armstrong. So a wee bit of deja vu in the first part of this 400 IM. Third place, a contest between Nikki Miller and Sophia Green, lanes 6 and 7. So we've got two pairs going towards the 100 here, and it's Armstrong just moving through now and leads by half a second at the 100. 1:08.14, 1:08.69 for White. Miller just ahead of Sophia Green, also half a second in that contest, with a much better turn from Nikki Miller there, and suddenly she's a body length up on Sophia Green. It's Armstrong still leads in the backstroke. A good contest going on for 5th and 6th. In lanes 2 and 3, Megan Smith and Ailey Grant side by side. At the front though, Kirsty Armstrong, and building on her lead in the backstroke here, the Borders swimmer, Kelso based, 1:47.85, so built up her lead to nearly 3 seconds now. White just about holding on to second, but Nikki Miller may be challenging that before too long here. But she's already challenging it now. Behind them, Sophia Green just ahead of Ailey Grant. Kirsty Armstrong's had a good backstroke leg here, and now about 5-6 metres clear from Nikki Miller, now in second place, Eve White in third. So going according to seeding at the halfway point, 2:26.14. Armstrong goes through by 4 seconds. She leads from Nikki Miller, and then a second to Eve White. And they come back at Kirsty Armstrong in the breaststroke leg. Sophia Green in 4th place is about 2 meters back on a medal position. Can she pull up and challenge for one? Elgin would love to have a medal on day one. Kirsty Armstrong, though, is still looking very strong here. There's a very good breaststroke at, as well as strong across the whole range of strokes. She had to be, of course, to be a 400 IM winner. So Armstrong, Miller, White, still the 1, 2, 3. Still Sophia Green has a chance to get into the mix. Kirsty Armstrong, though, about 5 meters up still. That's about the lead that she took into the breaststroke. Maybe slightly increased it in the breaststroke from Nikki Miller. She is now about 4 or 5 meters up on Eve White. And it's getting a bit closer between Eve White and Sophia Green. 100 to go then for Kirsty Armstrong, 3:56.47. Let's just check her lead. It's 5 and a bit seconds, so surely that is good for her. First gold of these championships, her first gold for best. Nikki Miller is looking strong for 2nd place, and Eve White, I think now looking good in the freestyle. Should be able to see off any challenge from Sophia Green. And beginning to spread out now. Between 1st and 4th, there's about 20 meters. As Kirsty Armstrong heads home, turns 4:32.81. Let's just check her lead now. It's up to 5.5 seconds. So this is going to be Kirsty Armstrong's race. 5:10.29 was her time in the heats. Came into this meet just slightly faster than that, 5:09.98. So that'll be the time she's looking to improve upon. She's got 10 meters to go as the clock just clicking in the low 5 minutes. I think she is going to improve on her entry time. She does, 5:08.08. And gold medal for Kirsty Armstrong. Nikki Miller continuing a good night for South Lanarkshire, 5:13.52. Eve White takes bronze. Good night for her as well, her 2nd medal, 5:17.54. That was a reserve swimmer going there in lane 8. Louisa Sinclair, a late replacement there.
So just before the start of the next final, Kerry, a good swim there from Kirsty Armstrong.
Yeah, great strong swim all the way through for Kirsty there. 5:08, that's a pretty good time as well. 2 seconds quicker than this morning, and 5:08 must be pretty close to her best, or if not a best time. But yeah, you can just see her coming into the finish now, not tying up and keeping her head down into that finish as well, which is good to see the skills coming out there.
So ready for the 2nd final. In this final is the 15 and 16-year-olds. In lane 1, Ella Shilliday of Stirling. In lane 2, Kimberly Mackay of Warrender. In lane 3, Jessica Thompson of City of Aberdeen. Chanel Snedden of First goes in 4. Charlotte Kiki Anderson of Hong Kong Island goes in 5. Jennifer King of North Ayrshire in 6. Ailey Duthie of City of Aberdeen in 7. Olivia Jackson of South Lanark in 8. Lauren Sutherland of Midlothian in 9. And Emma Chittleborough of Warrender completes the lineup in 10. Seen some good races from the Hong Kong swimmers today. Kerry, Charlotte Kiki Anderson must be tiring by now, I was thinking, but she's been there or thereabouts all day, hasn't she?
She has, yeah. She's done a good few events, Charlotte, and she seems to be pretty good at getting in the top 3 in every one. So we'll see what she can do here in the 400.
Just one swimmer ducked under the 5 minutes in the heat, 4:59.74. That was Charlotte Kiki Anderson from Hong Kong Island. And she goes in lane 5. Chanel Snedden up there with her, the first swimmer. These two just about side by side here. Maybe a metre or maybe a little more over the rest of the field. Hayley Duffy. So Charlotte about 2 metres up. Chanel Snedden in second and Jennifer King in third. So those are 1:05.31 after the butterfly. Chanel Snedden second and Jennifer King third. So Charlotte Anderson then leading there in lane 5. So strong in the butterfly, continuing strong in the backstroke. So lane 5, Charlotte Anderson. Jennifer King now moving into second place. There's Chanel Snedden, Hayley Duffy also in the mix for the medals, but a really good first half from Charlotte Kiki Anderson. She's got about 4 metres in hand over Jennifer King at the halfway point, 2:19.43. 2.5 seconds clear from King, 2:21.91. Then Snedden third, 2:24.74. Third place now, Chanel Snedden. First stroke, let's see how we get on here. Kiki Anderson holding that advantage. Through the first half of the breaststroke. King still holding second. Looks like maybe Chanel Snedden moving back into third place now. So Anderson then. 3:03.54. Still about 4 seconds up on King. Snedden third, a second back. So that's tightening up now, the contest for second place. But Charlotte Kiki Anderson looking for her first gold of these championships and certainly has got herself in a good shape for it now. About 4-5 metres up. Charlotte Kiki Anderson then. Chanel Snedden just edging into second now, just ahead of Jennifer King as we come to the 300. So Anderson had about a 4-second lead going into the breaststroke. Coming out of it, she's got a 4.5-second lead, so picked up another half second there. Snedden second, King third. But I don't think any of them are going to get close to Charlotte Kiki Anderson here. She is about 6 metres up. Coming towards the final turn, Charlotte Kiki Anderson turns for home, 4:21.80. Still around 4 seconds clear, Snedden second, about a second up on Jennifer King. That's where the contest is for silver medal And that also, of course, will be the Scottish national gold medal at stake between these two. But they're not going to be able to get close to Charlotte Kiki Anderson. 10 meters to go now for her. And she is coming home victorious. Charlotte Kiki Anderson then. She takes it, 4:54.82, improves her heat time by 5 seconds. Snedden gets under the 5 minutes, so does King. 4:58.95 for Chanel Snedden, 4:59.51 for Jennifer King. And some very happy Hong Kong people just below me in the commentary position.
So, Kerry, Charlotte Kiki Anderson gets that win that she's been looking for this afternoon. Great swim by her and a good result for the Hong Kong Island team.
Yeah, that was a great swim. Another great swim from Charlotte. 4:59 she went in the heat, and to go 4:54 there, take a big chunk off again. So another great swim. And like I said, she must be pretty tired from all her swims today. So it's great that she can come out and still do that.
Yeah, big margin of victory there for Charlotte Kiki Anderson. But the swimmers are out for the last of the IM finals, the 17 plus.
Yeah, we've got the likes of Orla Adams and Chelsea Lawson and Kirsty Simpson in here, who are all fairly good at 400 IM. So Orla went fastest in the heat this morning, but will I think the got another Hong Kong swimmer next to her, which I think will push her all the way. So we'll see what they can do here.
So let's just quickly take you through the abbreviated lineup. In lane 3, Rebecca Smith of Warrender. In lane 4, Kirsty Simpson of Carnegie. In lane 5, Orla Adams of Geary. Bridget Maria Kwong of Hong Kong Island goes in 6. Chelsea Lawson of Carnegie in 7. And Shona Lambert in 8.
So a good start from Carnegie swimmer Kirsty Simpson in lane 4, and she's going to lead them through the 50 here. Third fastest in the heat, 5:06, and again with just 6 swimmers in this final. They didn't really need to worry about their heat times, so this is a whole new race here. Adams was the fastest in those heats, 5:01.23, and she holds second place here. The Geary swimmer. Ahead of second, Carnegie swimmer Chelsea Lawson and Rebecca Smith of Warrender. So into the backstroke, and certainly you'll not see any weakness from Kirsty Simpson in this one. This is her strongest suit. Adams, Smith and Lawson all pretty close. Expect Chelsea Lawson to move up strongly here in the backstroke as well. Brigitte Maria Kwong trying to get back in touch with the swimmers ahead of her. As we come to 2:50. Simpson leads them still. 1:42.88. Leads by 2.5 seconds. Not much now between Lawson and Adams. Lawson now in second place. And ahead of Rebecca Smith and Brigitte Maria Kwong. Still though in the lead, Kirsty Simpson. They want to have a fairly good buffer going into the breaststroke, I think, because that will be all Adams' strong suit. She's on third behind the 2 Carnegie girls, although she's not that far behind Chelsea Lawson. So good backstroke leg from Orla as well. As they go into the breaststroke then, Kirsty Simpson goes through in 2:20.79. nearly 2 seconds up on teammate Chelsea Lawson, and then 4/10 to Orla Adams, but straight away Orla is up into second place now, and she'll be setting about catching Kirsty Simpson here. And she is starting to work that lead down. Also here comes the Hong Kong girl, Brigitte Maria Kwong. She is moving up now and will be challenging, I think, pretty soon for third place. So there's nothing in it now as Orla Adams, I think, going past Kirsty Simpson now. So halfway through the breaststroke, and we have a new leader, Orla Adams, 3:05.12. She's now a second up on Simpson. Lawson still holding third by 6/10 only from Brigitte Maria Kwong. And I think, well, still just about holding that. Rebecca Smith is in that mix as well, so a three-way contest for the bronze medal going on. But Orla Adams looks to be making this her own in the breaststroke leg. She's now got about 5 meters on Kirsty Simpson, which surely will be enough to take it to the freestyle and make her a heavy favorite now. Great race still going on for third place, but it is Adams turning at 300, 3:47.36, now more than 5 seconds clear of Simpson, and then a gap of 4 seconds nearly to Brigitte Maria Kwong, who now holds third, just ahead of Chelsea Lawson and Rebecca Smith. Freestyle Rebecca's strongest suit, so maybe she'll challenge in this last 100. It's going to be a good battle for the bronze medal here, but no doubt surely where the gold is going. We haven't seen a Geary gold tonight. I think we're about to. Orla Adams is going to win it for them. Second place still Kirsty Simpson. I don't think she'll be caught down this last length. Still a battle on for third. Chelsea Lawson has it back. Rebecca Smith just half a second back, and so is Brigitte Maria Kwong. So still the three of them locked together in combat here. And they're beginning to claw back Kirsty Simpson's lead, but Orla Adams, what a win. Magnificent, 4:55.93. It's going to be Kirsty Simpson, a brave swim from her, and she takes second, 5:04.80. Third place goes to Chelsea Lawson, 5:05.66. Just 3/10 ahead of Rebecca Smith.
So a great race there by Orla Adams brings to an end the individual events in this session. Kerry, just looking at Orla Adams' performance there and taking, you know, a good few seconds off the entry time, it must benefit her enormously to be training with somebody the caliber of Hannah Miley. Oh
yeah, definitely. Orla's such a great character as well. She listens and she follows Hannah and listens to her advice a lot. I know I've seen them train together and talking together, so it'd be great for her to pick up things from Hannah and use them in that race, as you can see there. Can she be a natural inheritor to Hannah, do you think? I think so, but Orla's been around for a good few years. I used to race her in 200 breaststroke when she was, 13, 14 years old, and now she's specialising in the 400 IM. But I think she's just following in Hannah's footsteps there. So we'll just wait and see what the next few years hold for her, I guess.
Well, time for the presentations for the 400 IM, starting with Kirsty Armstrong's gold in the 14-year-old category.
In silver medal place, representing South Lanark, Nikki Miller. And the Scottish Gas Age Group Champion, representing Best, Kirsty Armstrong.
Floating in the harbour, wash the night, shining stars and sweeping the corners. Feeding on the plankton, the moon is a lantern, I follow its pattern. Mellow, so nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 15-16 400 metres individual medley.
I am the man who you adore. I'm on the seafloor.
In bronze medal position, representing North Ayrshire, Jennifer King. In silver medal position, representing first, Chanel Snedden. And the Scottish Gas National Open champion is from Hong Kong Island, Charlotte Kiki Anderson. The Scottish Gas National Age Group champion is Chanel Snedden, representing first. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 17 and over 400 metres individual medley.
So just the medleys to go. Time to turn our attention to the Twitter sphere and see what you've been saying over the course of this evening's session. And Scottish Swimming are urging you all to forget the football accumulators for a while. Let's see who can guess the top three in the relays. I'm not sure there's quite as much money to be made in that, but start guessing now as we watch the last of the presentations to Orla Adams as she collects her gold. Congratulations to Orla on a fine swim. So looking through the tweets, Mark Tully has been tweeting at mtully92. Says, loving the commentary on Snags 14 from Mark Campbell and Kerry Buchan. And of course, the big slam dunk, Duncan McKinnell, on the live streaming too. If you want to follow Mark on Twitter, you can find him at mcampbell7791. And of course, Kerry is there too at Kez_B7. And it may surprise you to learn that Duncan McKinnell is also on Twitter. And you can reach the big man on at DunkMcKay42. At DunkMcKay42. Although I'm pretty sure we can convince him by the end of the tournament to change that to Slam Dunk 42 instead. But we'll see. Great to hear from you all. Great to hear from Mark as well, and Carnegie, as we mentioned. You know, really pushing all of their team, congratulating all of their team medalists or otherwise. And more encouragement for Finlay Deans, for Scott McClay, and others, and of course big congratulations to Craig McLean with his Scottish junior record. Great to hear from you all. Remember, hashtag Snags14 is the hashtag if you'd like to get in touch. But the relays are underway. It's the boys 4x100 free, 2 races for you to close out the session, and Duncan McKinnell's describing the action.
City of Aberdeen, B team in 1, Hearts in 2, South Lanarkshire in 3, Carnegie in 4, City of Aberdeen A in 5, North Lanarkshire in 6, Warrender in 7, City of Glasgow A in 8, South Aberdeenshire 9, South Ayrshire in 10. And it's a great start from Warrender's George Clough in lane 7. From lane 5, City of Aberdeen's Harry Dalgano. So they're the two leading down towards the first changeover, very close for third. Carnegie are in there, so are North Lanarkshire. So in lane 9 is South Aberdeenshire at the first changeover, 56.09. 3.5 seconds faster than the first heat this afternoon. So in the pool now for Warrender is Archie Goodburn, the youngster. He's got to hold off Louis Huet of City of Aberdeen. Still a three-way tussle for third. For Carnegie, it's Keir Edgar. For North Lanarkshire, Liam McDougall. And for South Aberdeenshire, Thomas Harkus. Third place at the moment with North Lanarkshire just ahead of Carnegie by a quarter of a second. But it's City of Aberdeen now alongside Warrender. So Louis Huet is putting in a good second length for them. North Lanarkshire are coming up strongly. Liam McDougall's having a good race here. Warrender maybe just still have the edge though. It's very close. No, not anymore. City of Aberdeen just nudging past them now as we come to the halfway point. In at 1:57.24 goes Finlay Deans for City of Aberdeen. For Warrender, it's Ben Jurich. And beside him for North Lanarkshire, it's William Balfour. Carnegie in fourth place, a little way back now. Greg Rowe for them. This is quite a bit faster now than the first heat, so it looks like the medals will come from here. And it's City of Aberdeen wanting to cap off a very successful first day in their home pool. Their new home, of course, this beautiful Aberdeen Sports Village pool. 3 meters up now, North Lanarkshire just ahead of Warrender. So William Balfour's putting in a good stretch, but Ben Jurich is sticking with him there for Warrender. That's where the battle is, because City of Aberdeen look to be clear now as we come to the final changeover. Waiting to go, Nicholas Cameron for them. It's North Lanarkshire now, about a metre up on Warrender. Mark Hill, Jamie McDonald on the anchor legs for those two teams. For Carnegie, it is James Beattie, but he's got a lot of catching up to do to get into the medals here. Nobody surely is going to get anywhere close to City of Aberdeen here. North Lanarkshire holding second place ahead of Warrender. Final turn then for City of Aberdeen. Their lead is very substantial. So we've got City of Aberdeen then, North Lanarkshire and Warrender. That's looking like the 1, 2, 3. And City of Aberdeen are going to lead them in. Nicholas Cameron is going to be the victorious side here. So let's see the time. And it comes in 3:53.31. 3:57.73 for North Lanarkshire. Warrender takes third, 4:01.91. Got a problem with the time there in lane 10. That will need to get sorted out. But no doubt, I don't think once they sort it out, it will be City of Aberdeen first, North Lanarkshire second, Warrender third, assuming the referee is happy with everything.
So, Mark, it would be remiss of me not to ask you about that victory there. Fantastic relay win for City of Aberdeen.
Yeah, great race from the lads. Gordon loves it. The coach loves a relay, so he would have been getting them fired up for that. So, no wonder they've all pulled out the bag, swam fast. Second leg, Louis Hewitt swam really fast. I reckon he made the difference there. Good swim from him.
And just wait for the final result, official result to come through.
Can't see past the Carnegie team for this next race. They've got a really strong squad here.
Yeah, well, as we wait for the official result just to come up on the scoreboard from the last race, let's just run you through the teams. Starting in lane 1, and I can confirm now, there you go, City of Aberdeen, North Lanark and Warrender, your 1, 2, 3. So starting with lane 1, West Lothian in lane 1, South Ayrshire in lane 2, City of Aberdeen in lane 3, South Lanark in lane 4, Carnegie in 5, Warrender in 6, Dumfries in 7, Wren in 8, sorry, Warrender in 8, my apologies, Wren in 9, and Perth City completing the lineup over in lane 0. So the excitement builds for the last race of the evening. Mark Campbell can't see past Carnegie. Let's see if he's right.
So we finish off proceedings for the first night with the fastest heat of the 15 to 18 boys 4x200 freestyle relay. So each swimmer in this one doing 4 lengths of the pool. We've got West Lothian in 1, led off by Craig Watt. South Ayrshire with Josh Mitchell in 2. City of Aberdeen with Jack Watson in 3. South Lanarkshire with Cameron Park in 4. Carnegie with Jack Sharanek in 5. Warrender with Daniel Lim in 6. Dumfries Dolphins with Ewan Murgatroyd in 7. Warrender B team with Jeremy Scott in 8. Wren 96 with Ross McDonald in 9. And Perth City with Aaron Todd in lane 10. So early leaders, lanes 4 and 7. I think it's Dumfries. Ewan Murgatroyd is going to just have the edge. Yes, he does. 56.86. About a second faster than the split from the first heat. In between the two leaders, we have Carnegie, Jack Sharanek and Daniel Lim for Warrender. Yes, Daniel Lim, the breaststroke specialist, already seen him pick up gold in 200 breaststroke tonight. Now doing his bit for the Warrender cause on 200 freestyle in this relay. And I think he's moved up into second place now, behind Dumfries. Third place, South Lanarkshire, ahead of Carnegie, and a good contest. South Ayrshire and City of Aberdeen on the near side. So these 6 teams with little edge and a diagonal across the pool pretty much, led by Dumfries as we go through the first changeover. And it's Fraser Lowther now on the second leg. 1:57.80. It's now slower than the first heat, so that creates an interesting dimension, about half a second slower. So watch out for that. Warrender now in second place. James Black, another swimmer who's already picked up a gold medal on day 1. That was in the 800 freestyle this morning. Third place now is Carnegie. Craig McLean, also top of the podium with that Scottish junior record in the backstroke earlier. Absolutely magnificent in that, and he is easing Carnegie into second place now, ahead of Warrender. They always like to get ahead of Warrender, but at the moment still Dumfries lead it, but that lead not quite as big as it was. It's only 8/10, 2:55.15. Just checking, they're now faster than the first heat by a couple of seconds. So these 3 teams then all within about a body length of each other. Looks like Carnegie now are taking on the lead just ahead of Dumfries. Warrender bearing down on Dumfries then as we go through 350. And it is Carnegie who lead, 3:25.17, now a second and a half up. Warrender second, 2/10 ahead of Dumfries. So Craig McLean is doing his job for the Carnegie team. Good swim from Warrender's James Black here. He's just got second place. Dumfries now in third place, 1.5 meters back on Warrender's. Swimmers number 3 go in, Craig Bowman. They're now quite a bit faster than the first heat. Warrender second, taking it on for them, Matthew Anderson. David McGregor for Dumfries. South Lanarkshire in fourth place. Mark McRae goes for them. Then a big gap to the 3 teams following. South Ayrshire, City of Aberdeen and Warrender B team. At the front though, Carnegie looking stronger and stronger as this race progresses, and Craig Bowman certainly not a weak link in their team. Dumfries are coming right back at Warren here. That could be the contest here for the silver medal. David McGregor putting in a good shout against Matthew Anderson here. But they are about 10 meters back on Carnegie now, who go through 500 meters, 4:48.53. Second place, Dumfries, but only by 600ths of a second. Fourth place is South Lanarkshire, but they've got a lot of catching up to do in the remaining 300 if they're to get on the podium. It looks like it's a battle for silver here between Dumfries just ahead of Warrender as Carnegie go through the 5:50, 5:18.29. Their lead now growing with every length. It is now nearly 7 seconds. Dumfries and Warrender about 7/10 apart now. Dumfries maybe just opening up a bit of a gap down this final length of the third leg. But it's Carnegie looking stronger and stronger as this race progresses. Final swimmer goes, and it is Mark Sharanek. So it will be very hard to see anyone getting anywhere close to Mark Sharanek in this last 200. Alistair Campbell anchoring Dumfries. He's up against Dale Whalestead for Warrender, and Dale's had a good start. He's pretty much closed the gap here. For South Lanarkshire, it's Angus Barr, so he'll have a good, strong last 200, I would think. He's got some company with Daniel McGregor for Warrender B. He has to deal with that if he can. Carnegie, meanwhile, lead them down towards the 700 mark. Warrender have edged back into second place, just ahead of Dumfries here. But that one, you suspect, has still got some mileage in it, that particular race, as into the final 100 go Carnegie. Mark Sharanek on the anchor, 6:40.94. Warrender and Dumfries coming in absolutely together there. 6:53.18 for Dumfries, 6:53.20 for Warrender. So Dumfries just edging back into second place, but by too little really to be meaningful. Final turn then for Carnegie. They are well clear now. They meet the others coming at them around about 25 meters up now. It is Dumfries holding second now. We need one last push from Warrender to try and close it down. But at the front, into the last 10, Mark Sharanek for Carnegie. Let's just check the time here. It is 7:38.74. Dumfries are going to take second here. In the end, reasonably comfortably. They come in 7:52 dead. And Warrender will be the bronze medalist, 7:54.29. And they are all faster than the previous heat. So they will be the 1, 2, 3, assuming the referee confirms this final result of the evening.
So there we have it, the result confirmed. Carnegie emphatic winners, a 16-second gap to second place Dumfries, with Warrender coming in third. Your prediction was entirely accurate, Mark, although you were having a look at Jack Sharanek's leg in that first leg and maybe doubting for a second that you'd made the right call.
A little bit of worry creeping in, but yeah, the guys never took their foot off the pedal the whole way. I love to see that, even though they're out in front. Never gave up. That's what I like to see in a relay.
Craig McLean's leg in particular was very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they could have Bowman and Sharanek could have just taken it easy after that. He did all the work, but they continued on, and I like to see that because Craig's put in the work, so the other two should as well. So it's good to see.
So there we have it, the last result of the evening and the end of day 1 of 5 here at the Scottish Gas National Age Group Championships in Aberdeen at the Aberdeen Sports Village. A reminder that all of today's coverage and this event is brought to you with the generous support and partnership of, among others, Aberdeen City Council, the Aberdeen Sports Village and the University of Aberdeen, as well as, of course, sponsors Scottish Gas, Speedo, Kellogg's and Scottish Salmon. This has been a Scottish Swimming Live production. My thanks to Mark Campbell and to Kerry Buchan for their company at various points throughout the day and for their analysis. I'm delighted to say they'll be joining us again throughout the week. We want to take a look at what's coming up tomorrow. And it's another bright and early start. Coverage of session 4 will begin just about 5 or 10 minutes before the start of session, which is 8:30, I believe. So there's a look at the events for tomorrow. Girls 800 freestyle starting us off. The boys 200 freestyle to follow. The girls 200 back, boys 100 butterfly, girls 100 breast. Then the boys 400 IM. And then the girls 15 to 18 4x2 100-meter freestyle to finish off the session. That's all coming up tomorrow. As I say, coverage begins at 8:40, sorry, not 8:30. And we'll leave you with the images of the relay teams collecting their medals. And we look forward to seeing you again bright and early tomorrow morning for day 2. For me, Jack Gill, and all the team here at Aberdeen Sports Village, it's a very good evening.
Dougal and Mark Hill.
Floating in the harbor, washed the night, shining stars and sweeping the corners. Feeding on the plankton, the moon is Atlantis.
And the Scottish Gas National Age Group Championship champions representing City of Aberdeen, Harry Dalgarno, Finlay Deans, Louis Huet and Nicholas Cameron.
I'm on the seafloor. I am the man who you adore. I'm on the seafloor, closer to the planet's core. I am the buffalo, through the ocean I do roam. I am the buffalo, calling home, calling home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 15 to 18 800-meter freestyle relay. The bronze medalists, Warrender, Daniel Lim, Matthew Anderson, James Black and Dale Wellstead. The silver medalists, the team from Dumfries, Ewan Murgatroyd, David McGregor, Fraser Lowther and Alistair Campbell. And the Scottish Gas National Age Group champions, the team from Carnegie, Jack Sharanek, Craig Bowman, Craig McLean and Mark Sharanek.
I'm on the seafloor.
Thank you to David Downey for making the medal presentation.
So that concludes day one of the 2014 Scottish Gas National Age Group Championships. A big hand to our technical officials, and we wish them farewell, and we wish you all a very pleasant evening.